Welcome to the Good Work Club. I'm your host, Callie, and this is a space where we talk to women who genuinely love what they do. Not just the highlight reel, but the real story behind it. So if you're building something, dreaming about building something, or are just trying to figure it out as you go, you're in the right place. So let's get into today's episode. Today, I'm joined by Christina Moss, a cake maker based here in Las Vegas. She's known for her delicious and beautifully curated cakes and has been bringing joy through baking for years, long before she began selling her cakes. In this episode, we're talking about the journey of motherhood, life, and passions, and what it really looks like to step out and do something you've been wanting to do for a long time. I'm so excited for you to hear this one, so let's get into it. Well, welcome, Christina.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Very excited.
I am very proud of you because you were actually the first person to reach out to me when I said I was doing this.
Oh, thanks.
Yes. So what kind of motivated, before we get into things, what kind of motivated you to do that?
To reach out?
Yeah.
So I've been trying to expand my business, and when I saw that, I was like, I don't like being on camera. I don't like talking. It's very difficult for me, even on my Instagram. Yeah. I do not put my face on my Instagram, and God has really put it on my heart that I need to put myself out there more. It's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to look a certain way, but so when I saw that, I was like, this is a really good opportunity, and it's this isn't nationally syndicated or anything
yet, maybe.
Yet. But so I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Why not?
Yeah.
So
why not? Well, I'm proud of you because that takes courage. Because seriously, I was like, wow, Christina, let's go for it. You're like, this sounds like my nightmare. Sign me up.
Right.
But no, it's true. And we'll get into this later. But I feel like as women, sometimes we want everything to be perfect before we take that step. And sometimes we just have to go. We just have to do it. So before we get into the questions and the cakes and the business, which we will get into that, little icebreaker. Okay. When you were a little girl, what did you want to be when you grew up?
So I don't really remember being much younger thinking I want to do something. But then probably around junior high school, I had a teacher in junior high that really encouraged me and nurtured my artistic ability. Wow. She was a great art teacher. She put me in it was called Gifted Art Program. So she just really nurtured that. So all through high school, I had it in my mind, and even most of college, I want to be an artist. I had dreams of living in a warehouse loft apartment with a mattress on the floor.
I love it.
I really had this dream that that's what I was going to do. Be this starving artist in downtown LA.
Love it.
And that did not happen. So and I'm very thankful. But that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get my work in galleries, and God had other plans.
Yes, clearly. Which it's funny because my next question is, what was the vision you had for your life, which you just explained, and then what ended up unfolding, and how did that happen? So you had that vision, and then what disrupted the plans?
So I wanted to go to art school. Okay. And my parents were very much, my mom especially was like, I do not want you to go to LA. I actually got accepted, and I even got a partial scholarship to go to this art school in LA. And it was in downtown LA. And my mom was like, no. She's like, no. And I mean, we're coming from Montana. So I went to school in Montana, and I was in their art program, and it was great. I learned a lot, but I also learned that it wasn't really going to sustain me, I guess. It wasn't about money either. It was just I didn't feel, I don't know what, it wasn't confidence. I just didn't feel like I was a real artist.
Did you have a little bit artist. Of what's imposter syndrome? Is this something I could really do?
I knew I had artistic ability.
Right.
I knew I could draw, I could paint, I could sculpt things, but I didn't have a main focus.
Okay.
So I really liked painting more than drawing and painting more than anything else. But I just felt like maybe that wasn't what I wanted to do. So then I kind of thought, well, maybe I could be an art teacher. Okay. I can still do that. And then I ended up meeting Ed. And
then came Ed.
then everything kind of changed. It was like our lives. I mean, obviously we ended up getting married, and but yeah, my life became our life. It wasn't just my life anymore. You and your dreams. Yeah. So we started a family, and much sooner than we thought we were going to, but obviously it all worked out.
Of course. I love it. So me transitioning into motherhood soon, I have to ask, when you became a mom, or you made that transition of wife to stay at home mom, because that was what was best for your family, did you go through the same thing I'm kind of going through now, of kind of grieving like what my life would have been if I would have been a career, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Like, how did you, or were you just accepting this is where God has me and I'm going to own it and be the best mom that I can be?
So at that point, I was not living a Christian life. I mean, we weren't Christians.
Yeah, okay.
At that point. I mean, I had like the Catholic background, but I call it a creaster. You went Christmas and Easter. But other than that, I had a base of God, but I wasn't walking in my faith at that point.
Yeah.
So I never, in my mind, I just was always going to work. Okay. It wasn't, but then having Chandler, I did work from, she was like 9 months, a little older, maybe 10 months, to about her second birthday. And it killed me to go to work every single day. It was horrible. And we had in this time frame, we had started going to church. And it was on my heart that I don't like leaving her. I don't like leaving her. And she called me Miss Tammy twice. And that was the lady, amazing woman that took care of her.
Like, she's great, but she's not her mother.
Right. Yeah. And I was missing so much. I was crying all the time.
Mom guilt is real either way.
Yeah. And so we were in a small group, a parenting small group, and everyone else was a stay-at-home mom. And I was the only woman that worked in that small group. And so they started praying that we could make that transition. We had just bought a house. I'm like, how are we going to pay for this house? And,
you get a mortgage.
Like,
oh, wait, what?
And so then God provided. I quit my job. I gave my 2 weeks notice. I quit my job, and I was able to stay home with her. And then subsequently all the other girls.
Yeah. So that's amazing. So you actually had that longing once she came to stay home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it was, you don't realize how quickly that time goes when they're little. And until you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, it just went by so fast, and I don't remember this, and I remember this, but there's so much.
Right.
And I'm just thankful I didn't miss more than what I did with Chandler, but everyone else. And it's talking to the girls, they're like, people don't do that. And I was like, yeah, they don't. Yeah. But it's a choice.
It's a choice.
You make that choice, and you change your lifestyle to fit that choice. And I think it is what is so important to have that time with your kids when they're that little.
Yes, no, definitely. And that's the thing, like, as children, they might not remember it, but you do.
Yeah.
You know, it's just crazy. And truly, you blink. Like, my friend just had a baby, and he just turned 1 the other day. I'm like, what? Yeah. Even your grandson.
My grandson's going to be 3.
He's going to be a teenager before we know it, crying out loud. I'm like, what is happening? But no, that's amazing. And that's why I wanted to highlight that part of your life, too, because that is good work, like being a mom and being there. Because, again, not everyone gets to do that, but for some people, it is a choice. But for some people, it is just having faith and, like, God's going to provide.
I will say God did provide. But I will say, like I said, I never thought I wouldn't work.
Right.
Being a stay-at-home mom was not on my
your
list
plan
at
agenda,
all. Yeah. And I did go through, every once in a while, oh, you're just a mom.
That's
you don't have a job outside the home, or you're not contributing. And I have to remind myself, even now, I have to remind myself, you do this. If you didn't do this,
right,
your household would not run.
Exactly.
So,
no, literally, I think people have done, like, compared to what if you paid a mom for all that she does, they would make 6 figures. So
easily.
But it's just such a lie, and I think women will be able to relate to that the just a mom thing.
Right.
Like, that is the most beautiful job. To be honest, I used to roll my eyes at, like, actors, really successful people that were like, they would ask them, what's your best job you've ever done? They say, being a mom. I thought, really? It's better than winning an Academy Award or having $1 million or winning the championship. But the fact that they have all of those external things and they're like, no, being the best mom is the best job.
Right.
I'm like, okay. I'm starting to get it. I'm not a mom yet, but I'm starting to get it now.
Yeah.
Because truly, I mean, the best legacy and impact you can have is your children.
Right.
And your kids are a testament. If my kid is half as amazing as just one of your kids, I'll take it. Like 4 for 4, all beautiful, all talented, and you got to give them some credit, but also you have to give you and Ed a lot of credit as well.
Yeah, they are amazing.
They're amazing. I'm like, there's not one that's off the rails. They're all great.
Yeah.
Truly.
I'm so thankful.
In their own right. Thankful. And again, I think, you being there for them, that really impacted them, I'm sure, more than they know. And I think when they all become moms, I'm sure you've already seen it in Chandler, there is a shift of, dang, my mom did a lot for me. And you don't get it until you get older.
I actually really enjoy sitting back and watching Chandler as a mom.
Is it beautiful?
She's such a great, and Brixton, just a little boy mom. I only had girls, so to watch her, and she's just so great with him. And Josh, they're a really good partner.
Teammate.
They're just good. And he's just adorable and can do no wrong.
He's perfect. Right? Doesn't matter. There are no roles when he's at Gigi's.
I know.
No, it's like I said, I could go on about how being a grandma is apparently the best thing in the world, according to my mom. And I'm like, okay, well, then my kid won't. But no, I'm sure it's a time to enjoy. So embrace it. If you could go back and tell that 18-year-old, 20-year-old girl that had this vision something, if she was sitting on that couch, what would you tell her?
Don't compare yourself to others, because their journey is completely different than yours. And I heard one time that the journey that God has for you could be different is different than anybody else's journey. But you don't know if that person is listening to God or listening to the devil.
Right.
Like, you don't know if they're getting their, like, you see someone who's so successful, or you see like a stay-at-home mom influencer, and she's doing this
making
and this
like
and this,
$100K a month.
Right. You don't know where she's getting her, I don't know the word.
I know what you're saying, though. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, regardless.
And so I just need, what is the phrase? Comparison
is the thief of
joy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it really is.
It is.
So don't compare yourself to anybody else. Your journey is your own.
That's so good.
Stay strong. Stay on the path.
I love
God
it.
God loves you. Yes. Jesus loves you. Actually, at 20 years old, somebody needs to tell them.
Someone, hey, Jesus loves you.
Jesus loves you.
Overall. No, that's really powerful. I don't know why it's in our human nature to just compare. I think for me growing up, I really struggled with it. Why am I not good enough, talented enough, smart enough, pretty enough? That was a struggle I really had. And then now I feel like the question I struggle with, that I know it's like a lie from the enemy that gets in my head, is when's it going to be my turn? Right. Like for the longest time it was, when is it going to be my turn to fall in love or to X, Y, and Z? And I know that's not a question from God. Right. So recognizing it and being like, get that out of here. Right. Because comparison is the thief of joy.
And also it takes time. I mean, life, to become who you are, it takes time.
It does.
I mean, we live in this life that we just want everything right now, but we really have to build. It's okay to go slow. Right. Like you don't need to be an overnight sensation. You just go slow.
Right.
Take the steps that you need to, and do it right.
Right,
like,
exactly.
That's
and a lot of these,
and I'm learning that.
Yeah, still to say, I am still learning
slowly.
Yes, I mean, because we're always going to be learning, we're always going to be evolving and growing, and I mean, life's a journey, so it's just like we gotta keep trucking,
right?
And just like trust in the timing of our lives. I think that's a hard one for me, is trusting in the timing, because I want things yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I'm impatient.
We all do.
I watch Survivor and I fast forward through the challenges because I'm like, enough. Who wins? Enough. I need to, like, we're done. I'm very impatient, and some people think it's a control thing. I'm like, no, I just think I'm really impatient. Maybe it is part control, but I'm impatient. Okay, so now let's get to the cakes. Okay. So you raise your amazing girls. I mean, you'll forever be raising them, but they're all doing their own thing. They're all older. So once they made that transition, did you have this moment of, okay, what do I want to do now? Or what do I want to do for fun? Or what's next for me? Like, what sparked the cakes?
So because I saw the question, I was thinking about it, and I always baked for the kids, like always, and I always tried to make like a cool cake or something for them. Then they had friends that would ask, or they would ask for their friend, will you make so-and-so a cake or so-and-so? And I was like, yeah, okay. And I remember Ainsley asking me if I would make a cake for Reagan.
Okay. Yes.
And so she sent me this picture of what Reagan wanted. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'll give it a try. I don't know if I can, but I'll certainly try. Why not? And so I did it. And Reagan raved and raved and raved about that cake.
Aww.
And I was like, I could probably do this.
Yeah.
And it was, and I'm not kidding you, it was probably a year or two later.
Oh my gosh.
And it just kept coming up in my head. Like, you could do this. You could do this.
Yeah.
And when we were in Austin, we talked about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. Yeah. And so then I just started very slowly and still kind of going a little slow.
but you're going. Again, an object in motion stays in motion.
But it has grown over the past couple of years, and now I'm hoping to even grow it more. But that's kind of how it started. It just nibble in my head, and I'm just like, what's going on?
No, it's funny you say that, because I feel like a lot of people say that, like, it just, this thought keeps coming, it won't go away, and now it's like, I need to act on this, because clearly it's not going anywhere.
Right.
So that's awesome, because we can kind of put things aside. I mean, you said it took 2 years before you were like, maybe I should, but that also goes to show.
I was still baking during that time, but I mean, for like, to actually do it and get paid for it.
Yeah. Do you remember your first cake sale?
Trying to,
or even from maybe a stranger, or when it started coming
from
in.
As a stranger, I think it was somebody on Paige's dance team.
Okay.
I want to say like one of the moms.
Yeah. On
the dance team.
That's fun.
As I'm trying to remember, but
But you remember the first cake that kind of sparked that, which was Reagan, like Ainsley asking for Reagan.
Yeah.
I love that.
I remember it was a pink cake, and it had like daisy happy faces.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. I love it.
I wonder if there's a picture of that somewhere.
No, we'll have to find it. We'll have to insert it here. If we can find a picture, we're going to insert it right here. But that's amazing. I love that. And so for you, what's the most fulfilling part when you make your cakes? Is it when they text you after how good? I mean, because at the end of the day, I feel like a lot of us, especially as creatives, we do what we do because we know it brings other people joy and serves them. So for me, like when I get, oh my gosh, I love my calorie, I'm like, okay, yay, I did my job. So is that kind of the same with your cakes?
Oh, yes, for sure. Like I want something pretty that somebody's like, oh my gosh, that's so pretty, like, thank you for make your occasion special, like make it a little more special. So I love that. And then awesome. I would say probably like every time I deliver a cake or somebody comes and picks it up, I'm always like, please let me know what you think.
Yeah.
I'm all about feedback. Give me that feedback. Yes. If it wasn't what you wanted, please let me know that too. Thankfully that hasn't happened. But yeah, let me know what you think, tag me, whatever. And I just want it to be
bring people joy. Yes. No, it's so true. And isn't that like awesome how we're wired, that God gives us gifts and then when we share it with others, it brings them joy too?
Yeah. Like I heard not too long ago, we are blessed to be a blessing.
Yes.
So I just want to continue that.
I love that. That's amazing. Again, I feel like a lot of people can relate to your story. A lot of women can, about, again, having this dream and then becoming a stay-at-home mom and then the kids get out of the house. So what would you say to a woman who kind of is either, maybe they're still, raising the kids and they're in the younger years, but they know maybe later they want to take that step and do something for themselves and do something that brings them joy. What would you say to that woman who's kind of scared to take that step of just doing it? Like, what would you tell her? Because so basically, what would you tell yourself 2 years ago, or when the 2-year gap?
I totally just take that step, take that first step. Don't be afraid, because fear has no place here. Yeah. Really, I wish I would have done it sooner. Yeah. I really wish I would have done it sooner. I wish I would have taken the steps to expand sooner. Mm-hmm. And I really will say that it is like fear was holding me back, even though I knew not to be fearful. Like I know I have the ability. You have the ability. You have the skill set. Yeah. Why not just do it? Right. And so I would definitely say just do it. If you have this feeling that you can follow your dreams. Yeah. Maybe it's not even a dream per se, but just follow a passion. Just follow just this whatever is like tugging at your heart. That just do it. Yeah. It doesn't hurt anything to try. It never hurts anything to try, because that's, if you don't try, that's what it hurt. I mean, it hurts you for not trying. Exactly. You'll always have that what if. Yeah, that's a big one for me too. When I turn 90 years old, hopefully turn 90 years old, I want to look back and I want to say I at least tried. Mm-hmm. I at least gave it a shot. Did I succeed? Maybe not, but we tried. So that's all I can say. What are your favorite cakes to make? Or what type of clients, who are your dream clients? Like, what direction you want to go? Are you kind of whatever comes my way? Or if you could get into a certain, vendor recommendation, what are the cakes you like to make the most and events you like to work with the most? So I really love like the vintage cake look right now, with the lots of ruffles and the bows and pearls. I'm loving that right now. Yeah. I recently started doing a two-tier cake. Oh, okay. When I first started, I didn't want to go bigger than a 6-inch cake. Okay. 6-inch, triple layer, like nothing crazy. Yeah. But I've found like maybe a little bit bigger is okay. I still like the 6-inch size, because I just think it's the perfect size, unless you have a big event. But I just like that. I like dealing in the smaller, like a little bit smaller. Okay. I love it. Yeah, no, I love it. That's fun. And it's like girly, like the cute vintage. I love. So do people get that for like birthdays, elopements, things like that? Oh yeah, everything. You know what's funny though? Lately I've been doing a lot of the Vegas cakes. I think just because living here, like the Las Vegas with the dice and the cards. Yep. I just did one 2 days ago. I love it. Drop that off. No, it's cute. I mean, you made my wedding cake. It was beautiful. Everyone loved it. Okay, so whenever you leave this earth, what do you want people to remember you for? Being a mom. Yeah. I knew you were going to say that. Hopefully my children feel the same way, but that's the greatest joy in my life is my kids, my family. I love it. Being a mom. I love that. Hopefully they remember all the little things that like the crazy Christmas, like mom's crazy. Mom's crazy. Like I said, I think likes to decorate everything. When people grow up, they start to see how much their mom did for them and what influence you will have on them. Like for me, I know I want to decorate my kid's door because that's what my mom did for me. So just those little things, and then you see that legacy, continue on, and it really is. I mean, if
everyone had an amazing mom, this world would be a different place. And an amazing father.
Yeah.
Shout out to fathers, too.
Yes.
But if everyone just had a loving home.
Right.
And I don't know, the world would be, I feel, just, there's that one quote that says, instead of, or like the greatest ministry you'll ever have is your family or your home. Or instead of trying to change 10 million lives, just change 10 that you know personally. Because that's how real change happens, is when you just impact the people that are actually around you.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, I'm blessed with so many amazing women like you and Nikki. And I mean, I could go on just like with wisdom. So that's another thing. I mean, I want people to hear your wisdom, because I think whether someone's going through the same thing you're going through now, they're about to go through it, or they see themselves and like, I could be dealing with that one day too. I think it's important to learn from actual women who have walked it out and actually absorb their wisdom. Because I don't know, when you're in your 20s, you think you know everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And you don't. I mean, not just they're amazing 20. You have amazing 20-year-olds and they are wise beyond the years, but there's something about going through those years.
Oh yeah.
And then actually, applying it. But yes. So where can people find you? So if they want to order one of your delicious cakes, you're local to Las Vegas.
I'm local to Las Vegas.
However, I mean, if you want to get flown out to Orange County or something, I'm sure you can write it off.
Right.
Now. Not opposed to that. Do people ship cakes? Is that a thing?
You can ship cakes. I would be worried.
Really so sketched out. I would be worried as well.
I'm pretty sure you have to like flash freeze them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So local only.
Yeah.
Okay. So if someone's coming into town for their elopement or their event, how can they get in
had that
contact?
happen.
See,
people find me on Instagram, and
Yes.
I have had that happen. They're like, "Hey, I'm going to be in Las Vegas. Would you be willing to do?" And I'm like, "Sure."
I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
You can come pick it up, or you could.
I love it.
Yeah,
okay, so where can people find you?
So Instagram at christinacakes.lv.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my easiest way to find me.
Okay, yeah, no, literally social media. Like just inquire there.
Yeah.
It's just easier. And also, I love that you said earlier how you were saying, it doesn't have to be this big, whatever you want it to be. Because I think sometimes some of us can be like, well, if I'm doing this, I got to go all in. I got to own a bake shop. And sometimes not every woman wants that.
Right.
Sometimes, we do just want it to be a side hustle, or maybe something more legit. Just whatever is best for you, just embrace it and go for it.
Right.
Because, I don't know, I used to kind of be obsessed with doing things on a grand scale. And I'm like, you know what? If my photos or my podcast impacts one person, I'll rest easy,
It's funny that you say that, because in the very beginning, it was like, I just want a small side hustle. I don't want anything crazy. I just want something small.
Yeah.
And that had a lot to do with just not having a ton of confidence in myself at that point.
That happens.
We
sell ourselves short. Like, I just want to make a little. But it's this underlying doubt, like, well, because I can't get to that level, maybe.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Enough to cover my nails.
Yeah. Like an extra couple $100, I'm good. That's why I didn't go legit for the longest time, because I was like, just a little side money, a little extra.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why am I selling myself short like
exactly. that? And that's where I'm at now. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
So it's like, definitely was trying to keep it like low.
Yeah.
But it kept going.
Again,
So that's a
keep
good
going.
thing. That's a good thing. So yeah, just Instagram is.
Yeah.
DM me.
DM her, slide in her DMs, so only for cakes, okay? Ed will come for you. I love it. Okay, well, any last words that you want to say about your business? Or actually, wait, I have one more thing, because we do have a little bit of time. Okay, I want to go through the decades really quickly. Okay. I did this with my mother. I forget how old you are. We don't have to say your age. I can cut this out. But at least 20.
I am 54 years old.
Okay.
I will be 55 in June.
Okay. Well, you look amazing.
Thank you.
You're beautiful as ever. As a lucky man. Okay. So really quickly, we're going to go through each decade. And what was the biggest lesson you learned in each decade? So we're going to bypass the teens, but let's go to 20s.
Yeah. 20s? Mm-hmm. Oof. 20s. Actually, in my 20s is when I became saved. Wow. So that is probably the biggest lesson I learned, is that I am here for a reason. God God put me on this earth for a reason.
I love it.
And let's see, I had 2 children in my 20s. So
wow.
I had Chandler and Paige, in that order.
Order. It's a blur now.
Yeah.
So 30s.
Yeah, 30s. Oof. 30s, I would say. What's the biggest lesson I learned in my 30s? So then I had, I am not in control. Oh. That God is in control.
Amen.
That is my 30s. And I will say, because after we had Ainsley, we were done having children. And God had other plans. We even took precautions, big time precautions, and still got pregnant.
Oh,
so
the cautionary tale.
Yeah. So God is in control, always. Yeah, that's what I would say for my 30s for sure.
Okay, 40s.
40s, oh, probably be, what was the lesson I learned? This is going to sound horrible after I just said everything about being a mom, but that I'm also my own person. Like, I'm also a woman. I am also not just a mom. Yeah. Like, I'm not just a mom. I am a wife. I am a mom. I am a friend. I am a sister. I'm a daughter.
You're an artist. You're a
and I can do.
You're
and
a sports
actually,
fanatic.
I am a sports fanatic. I will also say that I think in my 40s, I started really I say it to myself a lot. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. I can do hard things. I really, I will say in my 40s, because my kids were at different stages. We were always going. I had kids leaving the house. I had, college kid. I had high school. I had, they were all in different stages. And it got overwhelming a lot, I will say. But it was also, I will say, probably in the 40s was probably the most fun that we had as family.
That's what I hear. I hear 40s are great. I'm excited. Already 30s are better than 20s. I feel like it's true what you said. The confidence builds the older you get. Yeah. For like teens, you're just an insecure mess. 20s, you're compared, and then it just gets better. It really does. Which I think is a gift.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
We think youth is like the best, and then you get older and you're like, wait a minute, actually, I think we have this backwards.
Right. I just want to look younger.
So. That we could keep like the looks, but everything keep the wisdom.
Right.
Of the years. I love it. Okay, and so you're just a little bit into your 50s, but how are we feeling so far about our 50s?
Good. I feel like it's a brand new, I have a brand new outlook on life. Things are shiny. Yeah. I do feel like I know it's not, I don't think 50s is golden age or whatever, but I do feel like this is such a great time in our life because our kids are older. We can do more things with them. Also, Ed and I have this time that we're finding each other again, because you do kind of get lost in that. And it was just us for, this handful of years, and then it's all about your kids. And now, I mean, we're not quite empty nesters. Tegan's still home, but she's only going to be home for probably only a couple more months. Yeah. And then it's just going to be he and I.
And this big old beautiful house.
We better still really like each other.
Yeah.
So I think it's right now. I think I'm still learning. Yeah. I'm learning a lot about myself, and I can do hard things, and I am capable of doing it. Amen. And God is with me, and I have a great husband who is a wonderful support.
It's amazing.
I have great kids who are really supportive also.
That's
I mean, they're always telling me, "You don't charge enough, Mom."
I love that. I love that.
But I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm doing okay.
I'm the worst too at that. I feel like, you ain't charge more. I'm like, I'm trying. Just leave me alone. I like, it's a miracle I'm charging in the first place.
Ainsley sent me a picture of a cake, and she's like, how much would you charge for this cake? So I was looking at it, and I was like, okay, this is how much I would charge. And she's like, what?
She's like, you're crazy.
Her friend got quoted like $150 more than what I quoted her. I was like, oh, I need to move.
No, that puts things into perspective when you realize how much other people are paying for pretty much the same service. And don't get me wrong, there's times where I'm like, I'm humble, but there's other times I'm like, wait, they're charging that for that? I feel like I could do that.
Right.
And then this confidence kind of sets in. But yeah, we sometimes can be our biggest roadblock sometimes.
And then I mean, like, also, I don't want to. I am getting better at like, this is my price. Mm-hmm. And because I have had people be like, really? That's what you're, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, if you, there are other places you can go.
I offer a payment
but
plan.
I am very, I'm very
That's
now,
good.
I'm more like, this is what my price is. So.
Yeah.
I feel like you kind of have to be as
you do at some
as a
point.
small business
owner. Yeah. Because imagine if, I mean, again,
you don't know how long this took me.
No,
it takes a long time.
It takes a long time.
It's not just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, go to Walmart. Go to someone that just picked up a camera 2 weeks ago. I don't know what to tell you. If you want to be, I'm very good at sniffing out cheap people now. Sometimes I'll get an inquiry and be like, nope, unavailable, just because I can tell.
Yeah.
It can, and it's just, by saying yes to that, it hurts me. Mm-hmm. It hurts my belief in myself. It hurts what I'm accepting. It's like I'm accepting less than what no. I'm all about being generous or blessing someone when I feel it's necessary. But sometimes, you got to stand your ground.
It's so funny that you said the Walmart thing, because Walmart's doing the $25 vintage cakes.
I'm dead.
And I'm like, go ahead.
Do it.
That buttercream is not real buttercream. They're using Crisco, probably, some kind of weird oil. And that cake is not going to taste nearly as good as my cake will taste.
No. You get what you pay for. Like I say, if you want to be cheap, that's fine.
It's really pretty. Don't get me wrong. It's very pretty. But it's not going to.
To each their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
And they're mass produced.
Yeah.
And who knows how long they've been sitting there.
Yeah.
So, I'm very...
Yeah, no, like seriously, entrepreneurship, it grows you. Mm-hmm. It is like a whole, oh my gosh. Yeah, it's intense. I wish someone would have told me about entrepreneurship in high school. No one did.
They should be teaching that.
They should be. America, get it together.
Teach that, how to do your taxes.
Just like how to have social skills, carry a conversation, be a good person. I don't know. But yeah,
exactly.
it's a crazy
social
crazy
skills
world.
Is huge.
Huge. Some people can't have a conversation anymore. I'm like, oh my gosh, crazy. Aye. Well, Christina, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. This was so fun.
It was very fun.
Okay, thank you again, Christina, for being here. I hope that someone sees this and either is inspired by you and your wisdom, or they slide into your DM and get a cake in Las Vegas. Because, again, I'll put her link down below so you can check her out. But 10 out of 10 recommend. Delicious. She's going to make my baby shower cake soon. Yes, so excited. But yes, you are a blessing to everyone around you.
Thank you. So are you.
Beyond the cakes, beyond the motherhood, just in general. And that's the goal. So thank you for being here. And I can't wait to see your business continue to grow.
Me too. Thank you.
But thank you for being here as well and spending time with us today. If this episode meant something to you, I'd love for you to share it or send it to someone who needs it. Christina dropped a lot of encouragement and wisdom, so send it to someone who might need that. And remember, you're allowed to build a life you actually love. I'll see you in the next episode of The Good Work Club.
Yay.